strategy to get back on the show without having to sign up.
Well, we were talking, my boyfriend and I were talking about that, about how like smart you are. Like you're just
Yeah.
brilliant. You know how to. Okay, welcome everybody. We're back live. I know I just paused the live stream because I wanted to make sure everything was perfect for my special guest, comedian, mom, just brilliant, witty, funny woman, Kandyce August. Everybody, welcome, Kandyce.
Hello, hello. Good morning. I am so happy to be meeting with you, Michelle. We haven't hung out since Jersey. It's been a while. It has been
I
a
feel
while.
like I feel like when did you move to August? What, like before the pandemic or after?
I've only been in Austin for like a year and a half, but I left Jersey. It's been maybe like 5 years ago now. I left right after the pandemic, so 6 years ago.
Okay, and I love it. And we met doing I met I think we were on a show together in Jersey years ago, and then I asked you to do when I was like melding divorce diaries into some, like it was stand up with comics and it was just by myself, and then it was it was a whole different thing.
Yeah,
I was like, she's really funny. I just
yeah.
had you on. You're very funny. And I've known you since then. And then also I've followed your journey since you've been on Kill Tony like 4 times, right?
Yeah, I've been on 3 times. I've been on
Okay.
3 times. And I don't know, have you ever done Kill Tony
No,
before?
so I that was my goal this year, was to at least sign up, and I signed up in April. I did Divorce Stories at Fallout Theater, and I signed up, didn't get on, but
Oh, cool.
I've been looking, I saw that you were on. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's in August. She was on with this not no wait. I Before I went out in April, I was just looking to see the people I knew who were on it. And then my boyfriend, when we met, he's like, I was watching Kill Tony because you're a stand-up comedian. I thought you watched every episode. I'm like, I watch clips. He's like, watch the
Yeah.
episodes.
Everybody watches clips.
But I've been very into the episodes, and then I watched yours, and I thought it was great. And yeah, so this was the last time you were on was the third time. We're gonna go
Third
back to
time.
we're gonna go back to the beginning of, like, you're already an established comic you've done comedy in which cities now where you've lived?
Oh my gosh. I've done comedy in most of the states,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. So as far as living there and being on that particular scene, I did, of course, New York, New Jersey. That's when you and I met.
Yep.
I started on the DC comedy scene. So DC comedy scene includes also Northern Virginia and Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Florida. So I did like Tampa, Clearwater, Orlando. Occasionally I would go over to Miami. So basically all up and down the East Coast, I've actually, lived and done the comedy scene. But as far as performing, I've done like 3 dozen comedy festivals. I want to say I've done 36, 37 comedy festivals. So I've done almost all the states I've performed in.
I just get so excited because I am starting to think of all the other things I thought about too. Yes, you've done a lot. She's a veteran. She's amazing. And so when I saw you on Kill Tony, and I was like, oh, she moved to Austin. I was watching the first two appearances. Both of them went great. And I want to talk to them in detail. But the whole thing is, you got to do a good 1 minute, and you have to have a great interview. And I think you had both nailed to a T. Also, Kandyce does a thing where she's so clever, and you don't insult the panel, but you also give them a jab back. And I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
that,
all the time. I'm not about to take that bullshit.
and you do it in such a professional manner. It's just, I think that's something everybody should be watching and learning from. So let's talk about the first time you signed up and got
Yep. So
on.
the first time I signed up, it was amazing. So I had just moved here. I got on rather quickly. You know how people have their stories that I signed up 57 times. Blah,
Yeah.
blah. I got on like maybe my fourth time. And it's once,
Yeah.
I don't know if people know, it's once a week. So
Yeah.
that was only just about a month wait that I had, right? And when I got on, Andrew Dice Clay was one of the
I
people on the
saw.
panel.
I saw.
Oh my God, so amazing. For my age group, Andrew
I
Dice Clay, he was like the biggest thing ever, first comedian to sell out Madison Square Garden, so coming up as a kid in the 80s, having Andrew Dice Clay there was very surreal. I was like, holy shit. And he told me that I was funny. Like, I got complimented by Andrew Dice Clay. Anyway, that was a big deal for me.
That is
Um,
huge.
Yeah, yeah. And so the first time I got on, I kind of just thought it's just about doing your minute, right? Like, and I already know I can do a minute of comedy and be funny. I didn't really get how, the interview is a big part of Kill Tony's success, right?
Yeah,
So I just kind of did the interview like professionally, right? They're asking me questions, I'm answering it, I'm being professional. Like
right.
that's what I thought you do for an interview, right? And but then I realized not on this show. On this show it's something different, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to stay professional, you can show your personality, you can do whatever you want. You okay, baby girl? My
Oh,
daughter's over there entertaining herself. um and so then the next time I got pulled was about 6 months later.
oh wow.
And it was Mark Norman, Adam Ray, and Ari Shafir on the panel.
We have
And
to drop the
that's
link to this too because you read Mark Norman and I was like, you know, we all see comics that actually don't know us and we working with them anyway. But I'm gonna have you continue, but we're gonna also drop those links for those episodes because Kandyce is brilliant. Go ahead, sorry, and I love
yeah.
Mark Norman,
So
but
yeah, oh no, he's really sweet. But it's just a testament to, so what what Michelle is referring to is we were on the panel and Mark was like saying stuff to me like, "Oh yeah, I'm from there too." And I'm like, "Dude, yeah, I know you're from there because I've worked with you several times. We've had this conversation. You never fucking remember me." But
and
the
you did
thing is
it in
that,
good, yeah,
well, this is what I want everyone to know because I kind of like snapped on the show, but it's like he is not this, "Oh, I'm too good for you." That's not how he acts. He
no,
just
yeah,
he works so much that he couldn't possibly remember everybody
yeah,
that he works with. It's just a
of course,
testament to his success.
yeah,
But when I'm working with him, he's always very kind and professional. So I don't want anybody to think he's a dick, but
no,
he
no,
just
he's very nice,
never remembers me.
yeah. And you did it in that you did do it in a nice way that's like and it's like because we all have had that happen. By the way, the chat is sending claps and hearts in the you can't see the chat because you're on the Google Meet, but I can see it through Streamlabs. So everyone's sending claps and hearts. So yeah, it was unintentional that he didn't remember, but it was also funny because you're like, yeah, I've worked with you before because we've all been there where the person doesn't
Yeah.
remember. So it was great. And okay, so the second time now, because I remember him saying something. You're on the second time. How do you feel the interview goes versus the first time?
Oh, the interview for the second time was hands down my best interview so far because I was firing back. I was ready. I was like, "Oh, I can just do whatever on this show."
Yeah,
Now I understood it. And so I roasted Mark, I roasted Ari. Ari made a joke that wasn't funny at all. I was like, "Dude, that wasn't even funny." Everybody was
yes,
dying laughing. Tony made a joke that wasn't funny, and I went
yeah,
like, like,
yes, the
like,
DMX. And you did such a good job in response that it was playful, just like being professional with other comics when we have that playful banter together, as opposed to
yeah,
taking
yeah,
it to the other direction. And I felt like it was just watching you with them was almost it's like watching a class, learning from a teacher, learning from a mentor, learning from your colleagues. So I thought it was great. That's why I'm super tuned into what's going on with you now because I just feel like we are all, especially if you're in the zone of practicing your craft every day and that's what you're
yeah,
doing and now you come
yeah.
back on the third time. Now you were back on Kill Tony a third time. Tell everybody what happens because I prefaced it and told them on the stream before, but I would love to hear. Yes. Oh,
Okay. All right.
she's okay.
She's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So so that time was fun. I was firing back. That clip got shared a lot. Hold on one second, Michelle.
Yeah, go for it. So Kandyce also, if we have the first two episodes of Kill Tony, I will find them. I'll put them in this description so you can come back and watch them. But it was fun and exciting. And then you got on a third. Yes, I remember. This is my life too. But my daughter's now 14, and she's probably gonna sleep till 11 if I don't wake her up. But yeah.
I
So
wish
the
mine would sleep till 11. Oh
no,
my
I
god.
know she didn't for a long time. She didn't for a long. I know. I've been there. So juggling this comedy and being a mom, that is crazy, and
Yeah.
it's a chaos.
Yeah. We'll
So
get to
you're
that.
exactly. You're on a third time. Now you get picked a third time and you're already going in with a strategy, which I love because that's what a smart entrepreneur, which we're all entrepreneurs as comedians, I truly believe that, goes in with. Tell us about what was your game plan.
Gotcha. So you know a little bit about this because you came and you signed up. But let's tell everybody how the process goes. It's
Yes.
grueling. You go and you sign up. It's like maybe 2 3 hours. So the show starts at 8, and then they have sign up from 5 to 7. It
6.
used
Yeah.
to
Oh
be
yeah.
shorter. It used to be an hour. Now
Yeah.
they have 2 hours. As the show gets more and more popular, more and more people show up. All right, so you sign up, and you're not in the mothership in the nice club
Mm-mm.
where the show happens. You're like at some grimy bar down the street waiting to get pulled, and then they come and they call you. So it is like 5 hours of your time. You got to go in between 5 to 7 to sign up. And then you go back at 8 and just wait during the whole show to get called. And the show is like 2.5 hours long, kind of
Yeah.
thing, when they're recording.
Right.
So you're just sitting there for like 3 hours waiting to get called. And if you get called, great. But most of the time you don't
You
get called,
don't.
right? You have to
Yeah.
get pulled
It's
out of the bucket. So you're
yeah.
just sitting there, and it's cool because you're like hanging out with your friends or whatever. But it's 3 hours of your time that
It's
you could, I feel like I could have gone to do another show or whatever,
yeah.
instead of just sitting waiting to get maybe pulled.
With characters out of like reality prison, something like, right? Like there's so many
Oh
weird
God.
characters there. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Well, we'll talk about that. But anyway,
Yeah.
so that's the process. And the process of getting pulled is a lot of your time. And I just was like, it's the biggest show in comedy. It's the biggest platform to get your name out there. And I wanted to be on the show. My whole goal was get myself back on this show without having to do this fucking sign up process. Can I curse on this show?
Yeah, of course. Yes,
Okay, all
100%.
right. Okay, okay,
Hi,
okay.
it's me. Yes, 100%. You're
I
good.
don't want you to have to do too much editing or
No,
bleeping
no,
stuff
no.
out.
We're live right now, so it's getting streamed out. We have viewers right now watching, so you're good.
Okay. So yeah, my whole strategy is get myself back on this show however many times I can without having to sign up. I just don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do the sign up process. It was grueling before, and now that I have a baby, it's three. I can spend 3 hours doing comedy if I'm going to my show, performing, getting paid, coming home. But just sitting there, maybe to get picked, and I'm 3 hours away from my baby, I don't want to do that. Like, like, so let me figure out how to get back on this show. That was my thing,
Yeah.
and without having to sign up.
Yeah.
So I've seen that they do the weight loss challenges before. One of my buddies here in comedy, the homie Sam Hunter, he had to do one. But anyway, they pull out the scale on the show and they'll weigh you, and then they'll say like, we're gonna invite you back and see how much weight you've lost.
Yeah.
So I felt like that's the only thing that I
To
could
weigh
think
in.
of to get myself back on the show,
Yeah.
right?
It was
That was a
brilliant.
way in that I had. Yeah. And so, I'm already working on losing the weight anyway, as we do
Yeah.
after we have babies. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this folds in perfectly with my life. I'm going to be working on losing weight anyway, and I can get myself back on the show. So I went on there and I said, hey, Tony, I know you do weight loss challenges. If you want to do it, I'm ready to do it. Right. Because my God, he has some of the meanest fan base. He has like a pretty mean
Yes.
fan base.
Yes.
So they were like, they all said great things about my comedy and how funny I was, but they were like, oh, she's fat, da da da. But the second time I went on the show, when I was on there with Mark Norman and all that, I was pregnant at that
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't saying anything to anybody, but my face was all puffy, whatever, because I was like 2 3 months pregnant, something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I said that on the show. I said, hey, your whole fan base said I was fat online, and I just want to let you know that I was actually pregnant. And he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I know that you do weight loss challenges on this show. I'm ready to do a weight loss challenge. Since all of your fan base is so invested in how fat I am, let's do this weight loss challenge. And he said,
Yeah.
yes. He said, yes. He brought the scale out. And then we started talking about what would be my prize if
Right.
I hit the goal weight.
I loved, so I thought everything that you did was perfect. And I think he also, you can see like any comedian that has that drive, anyone who has drive to move ahead, utilizes tactics like this that are helping you and also helping them, right? You're bringing more of a story to the show. You're we're all
Yeah.
characters, right? When we come on this show. And I feel like
Yeah.
It was so smart. I mean, I said it was a smart move. You utilize, I love that, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I would, like, that's exactly it. You find a way in through
To
what can
get
help
yourself back on.
get yourself on, and also that also helps you internally with your own life, right? So that you're doing two
Yeah.
things at once. And also, I love that you were saying, I'm going to either golden ticket, or you said the Madison Square Garden, right? That was the two
Yeah.
options. And then he had
Yeah.
said something about Madison Square Garden being already, I guess, passed by
Like
the
it's
time.
going to be passed by the time I come back. Yeah.
So now so what is the prize again? It's the New Year's Eve show.
So I got two things. So Madison Square Garden is already going to be passed by the time because he gave me 6 months to do it for the
Yeah.
challenge. So he gave me the next arena show basically that would be after the time frame of the challenge, because Madison Square Garden is like in the next 2 weeks from now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna sign up.
yeah, exactly. Oh, awesome.
Ugh.
But he gave me 6 months. So the 6 months from where he gave the challenge ends in October, and
Yes.
Madison Square Garden was in August. So he
August,
was
right.
like, that'll be passed already. So
Right.
first of all, what I've learned is kind of shoot for the moon and you'll land amongst the
And among the
stars type of
stars.
thing. So I was like, let me just ask for this golden ticket and see what happens.
Yes.
He wasn't, and I've learned that a lot of things you just ask for what you want, and you'll be surprised how many times people
They'll,
just give it to you. So he wasn't on board with the golden ticket, but he was on board with putting me on the arena show. Madison Square Garden would have already passed by the time my deadline happened. So he gave me the next arena show, which is the Moody Center here in Austin. It's a sold out arena. So that's awesome. I still got one of the arena shows, which is amazing because that means that now I will have a Netflix credit.
do you see that processing though? Like, that's what we're talking. Yes, we want this. I already know you're going to surpass this goal. So for those of you just tuning in, yes, we have someone in the chat saying Kill Tony is crushing it. Okie Grower. Yes, it is. I do. I think Kandyce is very smart going in with what you did, and continuing to use the momentum of, you already have been on the show. You have personal goals that you can match with getting on the goal of being a regular on this show, or just being, even having more credits and that help boost your career. I love it. So now, and you look like you've already hit the goal. Like, I mean, she's posting on her Instagram. We're going to share Kandyce's Instagram too in the description, but what is your Instagram? Tell the viewers so they can look at your journey too with fitness.
Yeah. So it's just underscore and then my name, Kandyce. So JUST_KANDYCE. It should be on the screen, like, because I put it as my name for the show.
It is. Okay, see,
Yeah.
everybody, it's right on the screen right here. So that you can follow her right now on Instagram, and you can look at the journey. I mean, she's using her beautiful daughter as the lifts. I love that. I used to do that with my daughter too, just playing around. So many fun things you can do. And you're in Austin. Austin's extremely hot. I mean, Texas is hot.
Oh my
God.
So
yeah.
I used to take her with me on my walks because I walk at my lunch break from
Yeah.
work, which is the hottest part of the day. I need to be able. I should get up early and walk, but I can't because she wakes me up at night. Sometimes I don't get less sleep. Anyway, so I can only do. I can only do my walk. I do it on my lunch break. It's the hottest part of the day. It's anywhere between 95 to 100 degrees. So I stopped bringing her with me on the walks because I feel like it's just dangerous. But I do my walks during the day. But hold on. So I wanted to tell you what the prize was, because the prize has 2 tiers.
Yeah.
So if I lose 25 pounds, then I get another appearance on the show without having to sign up, which is which is the main thing I wanted in the first place. And then if I get under 200 pounds, I get the Moody Center. So I potentially have 2 more appearances on the show. So I'm sorry, 3 more, right? Because I have to come back to get weighed.
Yes.
And if I weigh whatever, I get the 1 more appearance. But if I weigh the other thing, I also get Moody Center. So I finagled myself into 3 more appearances on that show without having to sign up. And it's just, that in itself is a fucking win.
That is a huge win. And take notes, anybody in any business or field that you're in. There is always a third door. There's a book called The Third Door my boyfriend introduced me to. It's like, yes, there's all these sometimes tape around what you can do, how to get passed at clubs, how to get on Kill Tony, how to get an agent. But there's always a third way. Kandyce is living proof
I
right
found it.
now. She found it. She did it, and she's really smart, and I love that. All right, well, where are we at in the weight loss journey? Do you have a trainer I see on your Instagram? Are you
Yeah.
allowed to share where you're at in your weight loss journey? Are you close? Are you under? What can you share with us?
Yeah. So first let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Online, do I look slimmer? Do I look like I'm slimming down when you see me?
100%.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm not
Good.
just saying
Good.
that. You
Thank you.
look. Yes, you do. You do.
Okay, good. All right. So I do want to keep the kind of the numbers to
Yeah,
myself so it could be
yeah.
like a big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
But I am working. I'm getting it done. And so I like got super serious. I got a trainer, I got a dietitian and a nutritionist. Like and I'm working with all of these professionals. I went to
Yeah,
the endocrinologist and got all of my like blood sugar, A1C, all that stuff checked so I could see like what vitamins I need to take to level up.
yeah.
Like I am fucking
I love
serious, okay?
it. Yeah.
And I work out. I want to be able to do the gym a little bit more, but with her I can't. So it's like maybe 2 to 3 times a week for the gym. One of those times is with the trainer.
Yeah.
And then on the other days I make sure I get at least 10,000 steps.
Okay, the steps. Yes, I was noticing that on your Instagram story. She gets the steps in every day, so you're every single day you're doing something to work towards this goal. And then
Exactly.
so you're going to be on Kill Tony next in October.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the 6 month deadline. So, hopefully I would assume because there's so much on the line that they're gonna call me back right at the 6 months. I don't know if they're gonna be like, like wait and delay because then it just gives me more time. You know what I mean for the
Yeah.
challenge. So I would assume right at the 6 month mark is when they're gonna schedule me back. They haven't scheduled it yet, but 6 months from when I was on is October, early October.
I had watched
One
this
sec.
past. Yeah, go ahead. And guys, if you are tuning in, if you're just tuning in, Candyce has been on Kill Tony 3 times, and she's a comedian and a mom, and she's doing it. And this is, we're gonna wrap up too. It's okay. We can wrap up too. We can always wrap up. But I love it. You look so thin, and
This is my
she's
pajamas. Like I woke up
so.
and did your show first thing.
Look, I went running from myself this morning. Literally from my anxiety. So, Candyce, we're gonna plug all of your comedy shows, and so as I know, we've been on here for a good 20 minutes, which I said what the interview would be. Where can everybody can find you at Just Candyce? But any upcoming shows in addition to Kill Tony, because you're gonna be back on in October? Everyone can follow you on
Yeah.
Instagram. Anywhere else they can follow you and that you want to plug?
Yeah. So you can follow me on just_Candyce on my Instagram is where I post all of my shows. I posted in the Instagram story. I try to leave my page. Okay, she's happy now.
Yeah.
I try to
Okay.
leave I don't post the show flyers on the grid on the page. I try to leave that just for my like content. But in the story, if you watch my Instagram stories, it's where I post all of my shows. I perform almost every night.
You definitely do. I think that's actually pretty smart. I like that idea because like sometimes I feel like it gets flooded, right? Our social media stuff. I don't know sometimes what I'm doing on my Instagram anymore. My live streams have worked, but it's like it gets overwhelming. Now, all right, before we go, do you have time for one more rapid fire question?
Oh yeah, she's better now.
Okay, good. So in the comedy world, these are some thoughts that I've been playing with other comics. Yeah, when you first start to versus now. And how long do you like sharing? Like I've been doing it almost 10 years now, but I feel like this last year I've been.
It's like 14 for me, something like that. 14 years.
In 14 years, when your time frame, are you a yay or a nay for trading spots on shows, or it's just part of the business? Like, oh, I booked this comic on my show, or this comic booked me on their show. I have to book them on my show. Yay or nay?
That's just part of the biz.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people run shows just because that's the only way that they would ever get spots on anybody else's show. I don't have the time. I used to produce shows back in the day and it was fun, but it's a lot of time and energy. I don't have the time and energy to do that now, so I just have to be funny enough for people to book.
That's exactly it. And I was saying that I just have to be funny enough for people to book me, whether they want a spot. I don't have spots in
Yeah.
Divorce Diaries. It's usually just one person. And I had comments, well, when am I be on your show? I'm like, the best I can do is bring you my live stream. I said, right now, I just don't have it. So it's like you feel bad. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I just have to worry about me being funny. And then people aren't going to ask that.
Yeah.
So I love that you said that. Getting bumped on a show. Now, I was in Atlanta doing Divorce Diaries. I got onto a mic, and there was a second mic I did, and people were getting bumped around. Now it's a mic, so that's fine. But how do you feel about, even on a show, if your spot is number 5 and you keep getting bumps because someone's walking in that knows the booker, or someone bigger name is walking in, a headliner, how do you feel about that? What's your initial reaction?
Again, part of the game. Part of the game. I've had people be bumped because of me when I
Yeah,
came in, right? So it's just like, it's just part of the game. Here's the thing, use it as motivation. It's definitely frustrating, but use it as motivation so you can be the person that comes in
and bumps.
and they put, yeah, and you put up and you and they put you up. So and also too, it's an opportunity. Well, like you said, if they're bumping people just because this is their friend or whatever, that's something different. But if
Yeah.
they're bumping you because some big headliner comes in or some big name, that's an opportunity for you to watch and learn. You get to see whoever for free because whoever walked in and now they're bumping you, but you get to watch and learn. So use it as an opportunity and also use it as motivation so that maybe one day you can be the one who can just walk in whenever you want and they put you up.
I love it. Yes, absolutely. Um, okay, and then any ritual you do for before you go on stage? Do you have a
Not
ritual?
really.
Yeah.
I'm mostly scrolling Instagram, setting up my camera before I go on stage. I don't really do much of a ritual. I'm always ready to go on stage.
Always be ready. Do you write in the morning or at night? What is your writing time? Are you a morning person, evening, afternoon writer?
In the car
Ooh,
mostly, driving to and from gigs or driving wherever. It's like my space by myself, and I'll think of something funny and I'll be like, oh, I'll try that, and then it pops in my head and I'll put it, like write it on my notepad in my phone or whatever.
great.
But most of the writing process for me is like on the road in the car when I'm
Okay.
just with my thoughts.
I do a lot of voice messaging. If I think of something in the car, I'll do that. And sometimes when I run, I'll run my set. But yes, I love that. Okay. And then who is the last one? Who is somebody you really want to work with? Uh, whether that's on a comedy special or if it's on a television series. Is there any specific
This is
comedian? Yeah.
This is so easy. It's the two that I want to work with.
Yeah.
Wanda Sykes and Cat Williams. Those are my favorites. Those are my top 2 favorites.
So Kandyce will be working with Wanda and Kat this year as well. We're putting it out there. She's doing such amazing things. You're being a brilliant comedian, very clever, very smart, and you're being a great mom, showing your daughter what it's like to just not like keep going, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I appreciate you so much for being on my live stream today. Guys, follow Kandyce at
Thank you
Just
for having
Kandyce.
me.
Thank you. I hope you can come back after your Kill Tony appearance. I'd love to just interview
I'll
you again
definitely come
after it.
back.
And
I'll definitely come back and we'll do a post interview.
if I'm in Austin, I will do it live with you in person. I'm trying to go back before the end of the year.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
be great. Yes. Call me if you're here.
exciting.
We will definitely do it live. I love it. Thank you, Michelle. This was fun. Thank
Thank,
you.
thank
And we
you.
will definitely follow up after the episode on KT and we'll see what happens. All right.
Motivated by you. Bye. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, I'm gonna switch over to. We're gonna click out of here. All right. Should be. Here we go. What a fun interview, wasn't it? You guys, that is so cool. Kandyce rocks my world. She's so amazing. Good person. Great comic. Ooh, hello. Okay. Really fun interview. I think we were okay with sound, so I'm hoping for the best. Lewis messaged me that it sounded pretty good. She is a sweetie. Kandyce is in Austin. Um, so don't go anywhere. We're going to do a little debrief. Hang on. I want to just fix this so that it doesn't fall. It's falling. John's going to help me this weekend with my camera and sound shit. I think I figured it out a little bit because I've used the earbuds, but it's still, to switch over, I had to do a test. I was too afraid to not do the test. Can you guys hear me okay now? This is this. Let me just see something for a second. I want to make sure. And I zoomed out a little bit. No. Please zoom in. Okay. Yes, high vulnerability. Guys, hang on one second. I have to make sure my daughter gets up. Hang on. Let me put the music on so you guys can hear a little bit. All right. I am all for lunch then. Thank you for the person that just subscribed. So, okay, we're gonna do this here. Okay. How's it sound now? I just put the music lower. So I thought that was great, right? I thought that was a lot of fun. That's the kind of interviews I want to do daily, if possible. I think I also like them horizontally. I think that one might look better if it's horizontal, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it... What happened? Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna lose my mind on my mom. And my mom or my daughters and their grandparents ask me any more things about this screen. All right, good morning to you. Hello. All right, so we had Kandyce August on doing talking about her Kill Tony experience. Do you guys like my new haircut? Cute, right? I love. And I'm really motivated by her and how she has she took that opportunity and is continuing to grow it. And she's right. Waiting on that fucking line and waiting in that room is torture. But like, I went down there to do it. And then like, if you're doing it every week and you're still not getting on, yeah, it's really hard. I really need to get on Kill Tony. I know. I'm trying in Madison Square Garden. So I focused this morning on reciting my set 3 times. And while I went running, and then I'm going to write, and I'm going to do some housekeeping of stuff so like I can cross that off. I ran my set times. But I want to do my house. This is so messy. And I have a lot of work to have to get done today. So, hi, John Francis. You guys missing? How is it that everybody's now strolling in and the interview's already done? I hope you guys watched the interview. Some of you were watching. My mom's asking me questions. There's it. Okay, breathe, Trina. Sup. I don't think... to go back over here, I guess. So I do think that there's got to be a way. Like, it's hard to. The interview part is so much fun, especially when I'm ready and organized. I can just press record. But when I'm doing my live streams, making coffee and doing all that other stuff, that's the part that I think is getting me all flustered, because I'm doing too many things at once and I just want to do me, not the production side. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's see if this, see how that happens. That's the light that I need over here too. But it's so we just did, let's see. So we just did, I am very happy. You have a lot going on, I know. No, that's okay. No need to apologize. It's okay. It's all good. Viewer activity. I know, that's the thing, is like it's there's too many things going on at once. Where it's like when I'm making my coffee, I just want to make the coffee. I don't want to have to do, what happened here? I don't know what did that. Do you know what I mean? Like but with the interview, I do think I like that. That's exactly the kind of person I want to interview, is someone like Kandyce, who, like, she's a veteran. She's 14 years. She's been doing comedy. Like, she's very good. We also, if you, hang on, guys. I don't know what I did over here. Hang on. I need more colorful attire. Add it to the list of things I need to do. Yeah, and that's another thing, is to go to all of that. It takes a while. Oop. What happened? You guys hear everything okay? Want to interview cannabis growers? I mean, if my stream was about cannabis, sure, but it's not. So I can if they're comedians too. So a couple things we have going on. Next week, I'm going to be lining up for more interviews throughout the week. It's more than likely not going to be every day, but I would like to get to that point where it is every day. And we have such a great live stream that it's just flowing. I have. Kandyce and I have worked together when she was in Jersey. She's great. She is awesome. She definitely, but she used to live in Jersey, and she was a, I don't know how to kicks this off. What the hell's here? On wall. Hold on, guys. I'm turning my charger in. Okay. When I go back to Austin, I'm definitely gonna ask her if she's any shows. She performs almost every night. Like, she is an established comedian. That is for sure. She is very funny. Very, I mean, she was funny when I worked with her 8 years ago, or 7 years ago, I think it was. But she also, like she was saying, her day job, like, to everyone that's a comedian, even if they've been in it, they always have another background, not a background, but a day job that they're trying, you're pushing and pushing and pushing. So it's a grind. I think that quote, I need subs, bro. Flow artist, I don't know what okay, what? Well, we're just trying to keep growing here as much as possible, because I want this kind of interview is like where I want the stream to keep going and building and growing. I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought, like she said, if you're getting bumped for another comedian, I just what? You want to make sure that you're learning from that comedian, right? If I, like Daryl Hammond went before me once when I first started. I am a natural interviewer. Thank you. Hold on. Let me just say, this is why when I was a host for What's Up New York, if you guys haven't watched What's Up New York, you can watch it and I'll show you. That's why everyone's like, oh, you're really good at that. A lot of people didn't know I was like good at hosting. That's what makes me a good teacher too, because I know how to engage everybody and get them excited to share their story or participate. Just saying. If you never watched my show, What's Up New York, I should probably share it with you guys on one of these streams. Show What's Up New York. I'll put it in the chat here. If you never watched it. Those are the episodes. Good morning, Corey. Hello. And now we have 103 viewers. I wonder. I'm just curious, like what that's about. Why does that change so drastically? You know? I'm just curious. Like, oh, the music is still going. Okay. Why does that change so drastically? You know? I don't think that I'm the best person because I don't smoke weed. Hold on, I'm gonna heat up my coffee, guys. Are you coming in today? I'm the best person because I don't smoke weed. Hold on, I'm gonna heat up my coffee, guys. Are you coming in today? Come in here. We did a morning run today. Let's see if we can move this out. If this is the... There we go. Hey there. We did a morning run. Now that's working here. See, now this works to my benefit here because it follows me better than in the other room. See? Now that's working here. See, now this works to my benefit here because it follows me. Hi. Better than in the other room. Hey, so you can't follow me this way. I'm gonna be annoyed if that's my mom asks me this question. Oh my god, Mom, stop! Follow me this way. I'm gonna be annoyed if that's my mom asks me this question. Oh my god, Mom, stop! Okay. Do you guys like my new haircut? Yay or nay? We haven't done any jumping jacks in a long time. Jumping jacks. We gotta start it up again. Jumping jacks. I feel like the jumping jacks, I just felt bad because we didn't do them this week, but that's okay. We're building up our we're building our stream up to be a bigger and better stream than ever. I thought that was a lot of fun. Kandyce is great. No, Hello. I thought that was a lot of fun. No, we don't. I don't think we have I think we definitely have different styles. Hello. Okay. No, we don't. I don't think we have I love that first of all, yeah, she does. I think that if you started in stand up, you're always still doing it. People just maybe not know as much. Thank you for the gift, Maurice. Thank you for the makeup brush. Did the makeup brush come out? Look at that. Ooh. Pretty. Thank you. Thank you, Kat. Larice Green, I love it. Thank you. I want to make the makeup brush a bit bigger. I don't know why I can't chat in the like it won't let me chat in here. Sign into chat. Thank you. Thank you for the great body. We only have 25 likes, so if we get to 100, we do 100 jumping jacks. So this haircut looks good, right? This is all sweaty too. I need to get, apparently, like I asked her about this little section right here. I'm like, what's going on here? She's like, I'll get some biotin. Or she's like, put some raw onion on it. What? I don't know about that. So, I mean, I could share with you guys. You guys want to see what's up New York for a second? So, I mean, I could share with you. I'll show you. Oh, my mom's messaging me again. I'll show you. Hang on, guys. Oh, my mom's messaging me again. Hang on, guys. So part of why I loved doing these streams is because I got to stretch and work my body out and not feel like, oh, I forgot to stretch because I was always doing a live stream. And now part of the whole thing of me wanting to interview comics and do what I did on What's Up New York, I get to do it right here. So the only thing is I gotta figure out the morning coffee stuff with moving all this around. Your mom loves you. I do. She does love me. She's being a pain in the butt right now about something that she already knows the answer to. It's pissing me off. And she's working my last nerve about it. Alright, I'm going to show you guys an episode of What's Up New York. Alright, I'm going to show you guys an episode. Do 2 separate streams, like one stream for the coffee, then one for the interview. I just might have to, because I mean, it worked better that I tested it out before. Because when I tested it with Lewis, it sounded different because her volume on her computer was different. But I do the interview in the middle of the stream. Coffee and exercise for one, and then the interview for another. Yeah, I guess so. I could. It works for this time. No, my mom's talking about something that she knows it's nothing to do with her, actually. Okay, so let's do. I can just show you a window capture right now on What's Up New York. Okay, so let's do. I can just show you. So, content, I'll call it. So you guys can watch a clip for What's Up New York. So, content, I'll call it. So you guys can watch a clip for What's Up New York.
What's up, New York? I'm Michelle Trina, and today Louis and I are getting our summer selves ready. We are exploring some What's up, New York? Really great experiences in New York City to prep us for my favorite season, summer, baby. So let's start surfing our way through Manhattan. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all this summer? That's you. We are here at Silver Mirror Facial Bar in Manhattan, and there are multiple locations where you can get your face feeling great and ready for the summer. Let's go inside and check it out.
Why is my cat offline? It was professional. Yeah, I mean, that's why I loved doing that show. I mean, I appreciate you saying a good interviewer, because that was a big part, that's a big component of some of the stuff that I do that I really appreciate. Well, naturally, no, I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. Not as bright right now. So, for me, I ideally would like to have the interview as part of the morning stream. However, not everyone's going to be available in the morning. So, true, I can have it at different parts of the day. But the ones that we do incorporate it into the stream, I do think the Google, it's just hard to transition, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So it is what it is. I guess I will definitely have to keep figuring that out. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. Don't forget, hit the subscription and the notification button so you know when I go live next. Tomorrow morning I'll be live on here. And thank you for sticking with me this week, as we transition to make this live stream one of the best live streams on YouTube. Michelle Traina YouTube. Michelle Traina live stream. That's it. Let's do it. Thank you guys so much. Oki, John Francis, thank you so much. Thank you, Oki, and for vulnerability for popping in. No, I don't believe in peptides. I really just don't know either. Can you get a flex? No, I don't believe in peptides. I really just don't know. Here, wait.